Hello everyone, I am Ingrid Vigna and I am going to describe the research activity that I have conducted during the past 3 years of my doctoral program. Forests play a fundamental role in providing several ecosystem services. However, climate change and other direct and indirect human impacts are threatening forest ecosystems. Wildfires are one of the most evident results of these driving pressures on fragile ecological equilibriums. Recent studies have started to assess the correlation between the incidence of wildfires and human socio-economic activities. My research aims at deepening the interaction between human and ecological spheres in the framework of wildfire risk analysis, using a socio-ecological system modeling approach. It focuses on a local-scale case study, Valchiusella, an Italian northwestern alpine valley which has been characterized by strong land-use changes over the last decades due to rural abandonment and consequent reduction of traditional pastoral economic activities, which in turn impacted the local fire regime. A mixed qualitative and quantitative approach is proposed, based on the involvement of local stakeholders, who are municipal administrators, volunteers of forest firefighting teams, forest technicians and forest workers, farmers, and members of local environmental associations. At first, semi-structured interviews were employed for identifying the elements, interactions, challenges, and future perspectives of the local socio-ecological system in relation to wildfire risk. Second, the socio-ecological system representation was transformed into a role-playing game about forest and pasture management, based on an agent-based model. The model simulated the ecological dynamics of the system, such as tree growth, forest encroachment on abundant pastures, and fire behavior. The players were asked to make territorial management decisions simulating the interactions that exist between stakeholders in their reality. Local stakeholders were involved in 3 game sessions organized in different municipalities of the valley to stimulate discussion, facilitate the exchange of views, and promote mutual understanding through the game medium. The last step concerned fire risk mapping, which was focused on the risk of losing cultural ecosystem services. 2 approaches were combined: a quantitative technique for the spatial assessment of fire hazard and ecological vulnerability based on the simulation of the behavior of many fires in the area, and a qualitative evaluation of cultural ecosystem services. These last involved local stakeholders and experts of land management in a participatory mapping activity of places of interest about outdoor recreation, aesthetic value, and collective and personal sense of place. In conclusion, the involvement of local actors and the adoption of an interdisciplinary approach allowed for multifaceted findings and important implications for future practices. The results of this study coupled the cartographic outputs with social learning and insights for guiding the future development of shade prevention strategies, taking into consideration the needs and vision of the local community.